Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have an NA Sunday night fight for you. The first map here is Cox's Push. You're seeing an overview of that right now, followed up by our second map here, which is Cook's Counter Charge. It'll be interesting. I haven't seen Cox's in a while. It should be great. Thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can also advertise your regiment on the bottom of your videos and get raw gameplay footage of all the broadcasts we do with no commentary and UI. With that all being said, our teams for today on the Confederate side, you have the PA, I Corps, and Second Corps, whereas on the Union side, you got IVB and Sussy Brigade. Server size, about 200 here today. In terms of artillery for CSA, you got 5 on artillery. Frontline reporters from the CSA's perspective, we got Corded, and then on the top right side, we have Denman from 5th NC. Much appreciated by both of them, and also co-commentating with me today, we got Killer. Killer, would you like to introduce yourself?
Ian Knows.
Praise be.
Praise be.
Yeah. It's been a while since we had Killer on here, and I'm very glad that Killer's back and able to commentate this time. So
yeah, it's 1:15 in the morning. You know, you got me good.
Hey,
1:15 in the morning.
it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful thing.
The
We can look
grind.
back this when we're grandparents. Back in my day, I used to. Anyways,
Oh.
CSA strategy on Cox, Killers. What do you think CSA should be doing here?
Defend the corn. Stop them from taking that first. That little stone wall bit where the stone wall and the corn meet. Pretty much the Union's probably going to push left side because that's a new little strat that a lot of Union regiments have been doing. And capping the point. So you just got to come out and keep recapping the point and or having to be aggressive once they cap it because they're going to want to bait you out because it's the only way that they can get their tickets down. If that makes any sense.
No, it does. It does. You just got to keep that position. Can't lose it. It's just
they're
like
actually full sending the wall.
So when you said Union goes down CSA left, like, are you saying through the open field or down the stone wall?
They either go all the way far CSA left, like where the border is, or they go straight down the stone wall, like it looks like they're doing right now.
Interesting. We got 1st Delaware, the 59th in front. They're going down. Union still very spread out. There comes a big blob in the middle. Map great for CSA artillery. We'll see if they hit shots, though. CSA starting to shift.
That CSA group on the right hasn't even started moving yet.
Holy crap. Who is over there? Union's charging down the center here. Both sides colliding into each other very much so right now. Great for the Union. CSA getting ahead on tickets, though, despite all.
I think CSA will have this, though.
I mean, it's close. It's really going to depend on these flags.
It's really going to depend on whether 5th Virginia comes in or not. They're still sat on the wall. Oh, the Union's actually going to win.
And yeah, more Union respawns moving in. They're going to take that corner. So they did exactly what Killer said they shouldn't do. Yeah, with 5th VA holding here. I just realized that my in-game settings were at very high, which it's not very good for my laptop here.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
I did it earlier for the EU events, and I also realized I cranked up the bitrate in OBS to have really good quality for that, but it's suffering a little right now. And Union's going to take that corner pretty decisively. 5th VA still holding. And CSA is going to push it up court.
It's going to be a pain in the back end for the CSA now, losing that corner.
Now, would you say CSA should try to retake those positions there in the corn, or?
If the Union spreads out like if they send a group all the way to the far CSA right, like at the top of that hill where the rocks are, or. But honestly, unless the Union cap point, there's no point charging down there.
Turtle it is. No.
Yeah, it's gonna turn into just shooting from the top of the hill on the rock sets. Artillery's gonna have a field day on them though. Oh, look, there it is.
There's some jam on the ground right now, as some like to call it.
A lot of jam.
I mean, the Union's playing great so far. 5th VA still kind of holding on that middle position. CSA reforming on top of the corn. A couple Rambos here and there dying in the corn.
Not the end of the world for the CSA though.
Nah, I think it's over. We're ending the round now.
If I was them, I would shift a lot of my forces towards the far right side, like using the rocks and stuff. To stop this, the Union from capping point. And then just shooting down on them. Because artillery can have a field day with these guys.
CSA operating 2 guns right now. You got 2 guys on each gun. I mean, yeah, at this point, CSA's just got to burn time. That shot overshot for artillery, but CSA's just got to burn time. Tickets in favor of CSA only by a little, though. We'll see what Union does. Some CSA guys trying to... Oh, CSA's pushing down. They want to try to take this back.
Uh-oh. Oh, there's a cannon. The cannon's about to fire.
Union's starting to shift. Was that Union artillery? No, they don't have
artillery. They don't have any artillery.
I'm so dumb.
It's just a really bad shot.
Yeah, it was... CSA cutting to the right, so Union shifts, and CSA's going to cut to the corner. Go for their flag, too.
Oh, they're juking them.
Yeah, but the guys in the back, some aren't juke. Oh, where's half the CSA team sitting back, the other half going for the corner. Oh, no. This can't be happening.
The CSA juked the Union and themselves. PA did not get the memo.
Union's starting to get engaged here. As they slowly pincer down. Jeez. Ticket swaying in Union's favor. Not really surprising there. Jeez, what happened there?
Ooh,
we didn't. Why is 6LA
hitting the side though?
Yeah, 6LA is now going down, which I don't know why we're going in delayed, but that's besides the point. Cordon's view here is just
leading them, you know what I mean?
They're coming through.
Great kill, Cordon. Kind of hard to see what's going on. It's kind of a little scattered. Union charging in though. Twin banners I see. First Texas as well, but they get wiped. What, is PA gonna go in next all alone? Where is PA?
They were that group that got juked by their own team and charged the far left of the corner.
Oh no!
I can imagine Ninja and Steve Perrin. This is the thing, they have Steam chat too, so I have no idea why that was such a...
Shoot that flag door when you get loaded.
I don't...
Terrible dodge.
You would think that officers, or at least Steam chat, communication would be so much better, but it's such the contrary so often too. It can be so beautiful, but a lot of disgusting moments.
Artillery keeps overfiring by like 5 yards.
Speaking of disgusting, I'm kidding. It's yeah. And I need to pull up a quote that I saw a while ago with regards to my opinion of artillery, which
No.
So my opinion of artillery is I think it's not great. It doesn't get a lot of kills. It really just like suppresses people, knocks them over. Area of denial, more of that, makes them scared when I don't think they should. But some guy said, I have a feeling the BLN guy casted too many games with crap artillery and has made the wrong conclusion. It's almost as if Artillery might be bad for the most part. There's a couple good groups, but for the
I
most
bet, I
part,
bet, I bet that was said by a Graves battery guy.
Graves
It's definitely
battery.
said by a Graves battery.
Graves
Graves.
battery.
Graves. I don't know. I don't know who. I forgot
Oh,
who
Graves
leads
battery, right? With like Panzer and
it.
yep.
Yeah. Panzer, yeah, that guy. He's the most delusional war right foot I've ever met.
Hey, at least he's not counter battery with infantry.
Hey.
That was a good broadcast moment, Killer. That was. I'm glad you got that.
I made BLN history right there.
I mean, it's still talked about to this day. If you don't know what we're talking about on Roulette Lane, Union's got a decent artillery spot, and some CSA guys, who we won't name, moved a little bit out of spawn, the CSA spawn, and just started shooting at them from like 200 yards away, saying they were doing counter battery.
Hold fire, 6LA.
I actually don't think I've done a single BLN video on my own since that one event.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think,
Very
I think
appreciative.
I raged too much.
Was very appreciative. If you don't know, Killer did, as you just mentioned, a couple broadcasts. He also ran the podcast for a hot minute. Was very appreciative of that. The glory days of BLN podcast.
Oh god,
Union
yeah.
Cabin Point. We might bring the podcast back, but if we're gonna do it, it's gonna be like once a month.
There's a lot more to talk about now, though.
I know. That is true. What? Boats, fall damage, drowning, the flag respawns. Which, what do you think of the flag respawn change going from 10 to 5 seconds?
I like them. I feel like people are just way too critical of this game, but then complain when there's no changes, and then complain when there is changes. And it's only the same people that do both. I feel like it just adds something different. People don't like change. It does change stuff because you have to be more wary of the flags, your flag and the enemy's flags.
Right. So, let's see. CSA spreading out as they try to retake this point. I don't know if I like that, but Union's also starting to spread themselves out, so we'll see. You do have, who is it? I-Corps kind of going through the corn, very spread out, though, going up against 5th NCIC Twin Banners and 59th.
Let's kick some rebels' ass.
I don't think they realize they're being hit from the side because most of CSA is hitting this far side.
But if all those CSA guys push down the half storm wall, they can get on that corner and surprise them.
Can indeed. IVB's trying to stop CSA and company here. But you got 6LA now charging in here.
6LA just charged in as 5th Virginia was falling back. Like, there's no coordination.
CSA winning on that point. On the contrary, Union still has control of that corner. We'll see if Union contests or just kind of sit here. Looks like they're starting to go down the 59th.
Oh, boys, let's go.
They already ain't shit. They already ain't shit.
Get next to tree here, start
Where's
firing.
Ninja?
Just see him.
It's on the rock over here somewhere.
I think Union's on the edge of capping, trying to do it, but a lot of CSA moving in. PA assisting with 6LA. You got 5th VA coming out. They're not on point. I don't think they are. That's why I wish Spectator would have a little boundary option. Because the boundaries in this game are just
Hey, spread out, face
something.
the wall. Spread out, face the wall.
CSA looks like they're going to recap. They'll go back up to a high engaged. Union's still not in a bad spot, though. Oh, wait. Never mind. It's not fully capped. Oh. And Union's holding. Come on, CSA already.
All those 5th Virginia guys need to get on point.
I mean, at this point, Yeah, but they should have done it earlier because you got more Union IVBs now pouring on the point. I mean, this point stretches
See,
for a while.
this would now be a good opportunity for first quarter charge down the cone and second quarter charge down the wall.
Yeah, as now the rest of Union is pouring on the point. A lot of CSA going in from spawn. A lot of respawns. And I-Core is going to go down the open field instead of the corn.
It goes Georgie.
Why would you charge down the open field?
There's a lot of questions. A lot of question marks.
Union has been playing this very well, but also it's like CSA has been making a fair amount of mistakes to where it's like, is Union playing well? You don't know. But, I mean, Union's dominating. They're holding the point. They're bringing everybody's tickets down. Even if they lose this, this will have been great for their team. I think, kind of see it, what it's like from Union perspective. Artillery hit down on their lines, but I-Core's just sitting in the open shooting. Points going
They are
back in
winning on
favor
point, though.
of CSA. Yeah.
I mean, if you look how many's coming out of their spawn right now. How many Union?
10, 15. A lot of Union's kind of holding back on the stone wall.
Yeah, if I was the CSA, I would be pushing that corner. Like, first core needs to push that corner. And second core needs to push down the wall.
Looks like they're shifting over to be as one big team. Yeah, I mean, CSA, I would think you'd want to try to take that corner position back, and right now would be a great opportunity to do that.
Stay late and tall or short.
Keep it up, boys. Line them up. Keep lining them up.
Looks like CSA is going to retake the point, go back up to a low engaged. Now they will, unlike me saying it last time, when that didn't happen. But
Mike, start running the
Jason,
flag back.
Jason.
Let's go, let's go.
Get ready to move.
let's see where CSA does try to go, though, whether it be falling back or going for the corner. And they're going to fall back.
Alright, going for the corner now that they've, like, pretty much fully reformed would be terrible, especially after Captain Point. If they'd done it before Captain Point, it might not have been as bad, because even if they failed, they wouldn't really lose much.
So, one curious question. So I know Army of Northern Virginia and PA, Pennsylvania Army, you guys have kind of been playing a lot together, at least for a while. How did that good friendship start?
Good question. I had a pretty good relationship with the old leader of PA. His name was Pepper. And then when Ninja took over, kind of just, I don't know.
It's just always been?
Yeah, love at first sight.
Yeah. And it's been a beautiful thing to see. PA&V,
Pennsylvania Army of Northern Virginia.
indeed. So, Sevi went out, I think, the crop with like 5 dudes, but they just got shot up, and so they fell back right away. CSA's just sitting back, trying to kill time. You do have some 6 Georgia guys capping the point here, which,
Yeah,
this
that's
point
good
is
to
so long. Holy crap.
it pretty much stems from tree to tree.
I assume these 2 trees.
It's
Two
it's
big
quite
ones.
long, but it isn't quite wide. It only goes out maybe 15-20 yards on either side of the half stone wall.
I'm trying to think what should CSA do. I mean, if I were CSA, I mean, wait for them to cap again and then maybe try to push in the last stand. I mean, my mind always goes to that freaking thing. It never happens, but I always think of it. Some CSA going
Tell
way
them
up
to
there.
load
6GA is. What were you saying there?
Depends how low on the tickets the union is. If you want to do a last stand final, like right now, if they capped before it hits taking losses, so you've got 12 minutes, you might have a chance if you're just constantly in a melee. But this was kind of like what the tickets were at last night, when
Right.
if we had been aggressive, like as soon as they capped, we probably would have last standed them.
So, do you prefer Steam Chat or no Steam Chat?
I saw a couple guys go in the corner here. Heads up.
Steam chat is ass.
Why?
Strategically,
Fucking love you, IVB.
strategically, it is better, yes, because you can actually communicate the whole time. But like, ethically, it's ass.
Ethically,
Yeah.
is it just because a lot of
Steam chat creates mental problems, man. Mental defects and that, you know.
I have heard
Mental
someone say that they always oppose Steam Chat because they think it creates a good chunk of drama within the community.
I guess, because you don't really hold back. I
Right.
definitely don't anyway.
So
But,
we have the spectator and the frontline reporters. We're gonna have a Steam Chat view next, and we can just cut in at random moments, and that would be.
Pretty much you just have to wait until something bad goes wrong and then join that Steam chat and then hear it unfold.
Exactly. What did the CSA?
Yeah, tactically Steam chat is it's better, but I feel like without it, it just, I don't know, individual unit leaders kind of have more to do and focus on.
Right. Both sides almost on the taking losses. Union at a great pace right now.
59th is pushing the rock.
Trying to hit the
Yeah.
one dude who's out here. Who is this man? Oh no. I just saw Corded recruit this man before the round. Rip. Rip. And so, yeah, the 59th do take those rocks, but not really a whole lot. I mean, this is... I haven't seen Cox's this slow. Granted, I haven't watched it in a long time, but I have never seen it this slow. Like, in terms of charging, right? Shooting's great and all, but...
Once you take the corner in Cox's, it can be a bit of a breeze. But I feel like they're going to have to cap point again to get
I
tickets
agree.
down.
I think they're just waiting for taking losses, CSA part.
Someone's pushing up the cone. Oh, it's Sevi.
And we thought Collector was the only one who had an issue with rambling. I hopped in pubs this morning and I rambled once and got yelled at. It was pretty sad. I was so sad. I was
Goodbye.
devastated. I uninstalled the game.
Which certified moderator was it?
Oh, you won't dox him. Oh, Sevi's gonna hit the line. Gets one, two. So they get, what, 3 tickets and lose 10. But CSA's down taking losses. You do have Malloy also from IVB's rolling up, and he turns around. Who is this? McPhail. You see him there. Union's got a cap. I mean,
27 minutes.
Union
of
could
taking
shoot
losses
them
ain't
down.
bad. Yeah, but it's like they aren't killing that much right now.
I hear hold fire on part of the Union. At least from IVB. I mean, is IVB going to charge up the hill? Never mind, they're going to volley up the hill. That'd be kind of funny if they did charge up there. That'd be a blunder. Oh, that poor guy got hit. Jeez.
Spread it out, gentlemen. Spread it out.
Like, it's
Yeah.
almost been like, what, 2 minutes since the captured point? Or since they went to taking losses, I should say. And taking losses hasn't went down a single
I
bit.
I do think the bars are deceiving though. I think it goes really slow to start and it speeds up exponentially. I think the bars are
Yeah, but
deceiving.
even the Union engage bit hasn't went down either.
Right.
Like, nobody's really killing much at this distance.
I mean, it's all to the CSA's favor and Union's capping as they should. Who is capping? It is the first Delaware.
Pick up next.
Who is in charge of first Delaware? There's no way. I thought it was Bus, but Bus is a great guy. We love Bus. That's definitely Bus. But Bus in the first Delaware haunts with them, capturing that point. CSA hitting some of those guys, but Union only hitting, taking losses, and Union's going to cap point. We'll see how CSA responds. I do think they should send some people through the corn, especially if Union throws their whole team out to the left, but Union's got to hold for 7 minutes. I definitely think it's possible, but we'll see how CSA wants to maneuver on this.
Pick it up off the desk.
CSA's got to move quick, though. Can't be slow when a counterattack begins, that's for sure. The clock stopped, everyone's losing tickets. Not good for defenders.
I'm gonna wait for the fucking assault. I'm gonna die.
What is this regiment looking at? Like, what is second course see? Nothing.
Are you saying where they're shooting?
Back quarters, if you can hear
Such
me.
a far away shot.
I mean, they might be able to hit the battery at Roulette Lane with some counter battery from this range. Set
How
the sights-
ugly Jason's uniform is.
Where is Jason?
He's at the right side of that line.
Oh, the officer. How often? See, I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it looks nice.
It's just his face.
What's wrong with his face?
Ah,
Oh, he looks a little sad. Wait, do all the character models' faces look sad? This guy looks serious. His just looks...
yeah, they always look
little
serious
sad.
or sad, but oh my god. Look at this guy next to Jason. He's called Uncle Slam. He's a fucking real big ginger.
Gingers are great, by the way.
Like, yeah, no, you
The
are
pop
ginger.
and
I
blue
shouldn't- I'm
eyes.
not gonna insult.
Oh, wait. Since when did they recap? That might be a little more PA capped. Dude, nothing happens. I'm gonna get I've gotten commented on this before, but it's like nothing happens for 10 minutes, and then the moment you start looking at something so insignificant, something happens. I guess that's always how it kind of goes, though.
Artillery is firing canister, by the way. Well, one of them is.
Interesting. I'm kind of surprised they don't use canister more with the small ranges of the maps. I don't know. That's just my thought. But I've never played artillery, so I don't know. Twin Banners is moving really far up in the corn.
I think they're expecting them to be like right on the Hearthstone wall.
They are out of bounds. Oh. Just running up, taking quick shots, and then falling back. They should have enough time to get up and go back down, so... You might see Union cap. Yep, they're capping again. First Delaware is there. The 8th Virginia, I see some of those guys as well. CSA trying to follow Union, but... Wow. Cox's push, wow. Twin Banners went up the
I like-
hill.
Union benefited worse from that little up the cone push than the CSA did.
Back to where we were shooting.
Yeah, CSA looks a little ahead on tickets.
Gentlemen, we're way too pumped up. Spread it out.
I think this Union's trying to find some way to significantly deal some damage. And the only way Union's going to be able to really deal some damage is by committing, like last time, a good chunk of their team to the point. CSA didn't capitalize last time, but Union's got to commit more guys to the point. Because PA is the only group down here that's really contesting that point. And Union could send more guys and would force more of the CSA to come down the hill.
Where's Ninja? Oh, there he is. So you look at Ninja. Ninja looks beautiful. Standard. He's
beautiful.
gone for the all grey. None of this like fancy clothing. The all
He looks
grey.
sad though.
Actually looks really nice.
It looks sad.
Yeah, but look at the all grey.
How often do you use character customization?
Ninja's got a tracksuit on, man. An officer tracksuit.
Shoot 'em up, boys. From your knee. From your knee.
How often do you use the character customization?
Oh, they're the only like achievements I don't have on Steam. It's the customization one.
And you dogging on what people are wearing. That's actually kind of wild that
Pretty
you do all
much.
those achievements. I don't have the Risen Dead achievements because I was inactive
Wow.
during fall. It makes me sad.
Yeah. That was so
It-
fun. I can't
it
wait
looked
for them
like
to
a
do it
fun
this
game.
year. I hope they do it this year.
It's like the tutorial we're working on. I gotta get other people's footage, which they all said yes. I'll give them credit.
I feel like
It's very appreciative.
if Halloween comes around and they don't do it this year, they're gonna get so much shit.
Yeah, they will.
So much.
Yeah. I don't know. It's really interesting. Halloween over the years has become slowly more and more my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly just because of college, but we'll see how it is this year.
Parties. Yeah.
Or just the vibe. Like, I remember we watched the Unions contesting the point more and more now. But when the FNAF movie came out, Five Nights at Freddy's, if you don't know the acronym, but we had a bunch of friends over and we all watched that. It was a good night. The funny part too is when the bad guy popped out, one of my friends hit the power strip, knocked something over on the power strip, and it shut all our power off. And some people started screaming, and it was really funny. But 5 minutes left in
I've
the
not really
counterattack.
not really been a big Halloween movie person, to be honest.
I'm not a big horror guy either. I think FNAF is like the only Halloween movie I've probably watched, if you even want to call that scary. CSA's
Look
got
at
to
the
come
way
down.
Jason runs. Look at the way Jason runs,
You
man.
have a vendetta against this man. What did he do to you? Oh, he
Oh,
died.
he died!
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Push him, push him, push
What's wrong with
Jason
Jason?
knows it's all in good faith. He knows it's all in good faith.
Friendly's right here.
All in good
All of
faith.
it.
Now we're gonna do a tier list right here of only the officers, and we'll see how you rank
We should
them.
do that, honestly.
I've
See,
been
it's not
to,
disrespectful when you
af-
do it to
after we did the regimental tier list. It's been recommended numerous times to do officers.
I feel like we should. I feel like regiments, it is slightly disrespectful, but officers, it's just like, no, it's your fault.
You think so? I
not
feel
our
like
fault,
that's
you're
way
bad.
more disrespectful. Well, I guess that's kind of the point of it.
Nah.
Spread out.
Yeah, exactly.
Skirmish it, skirmish it.
If
But, like
anything,
regiments, half of them don't deserve the list, like to be on that list. It's the leaders that put them there.
that's so true. Actually, Union charging in a CSA, trying to wipe them out, secure the position, make them lose their flags. IVB's going in first. Sticks LA in front, PA as well. Union a little spread out. They're starting to come down from the top. Rock as well.
Hey, this could be a good opportunity for the CSA to take that wall back.
I mean, how many are holding back? Union's charging up. Holy crap! They're charging way up top too,
Oh
losing.
wow.
Why did Union charge up there? You know, when a team like the CSA has themselves spread out as it is, you do not spread yourself out as well. Who charged up there for Union?
It's Twin Banner.
Jeez. I don't like that decision. But Union's still kind of in this fight. Honestly, looking overview, it looks like it's actually very close. Never mind, I shouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
Both sides
All
kind of
those CSA guys on those rocks and move.
Yeah, CSA slowly starting to gain some ground here. Got Star out front. regardless, great for the attackers, even if they failed to win this. CSA artillery down here with the ramrods charging. Union pushing back. Looks like Union's going to win.
Yep.
And Union's going to charge up the hill as CSA hits braking.
Oh, we got an officer here.
It looks like they're
That's
maybe
smart from
trying to,
Union, to be fair.
yep, get their flags out of there. I mean, look how many guys CSA has in already.
Do we have any help coming?
Oh, they're half charging. We saw this
Oh,
last
Ninja-
night
Ninja
in
going
Maryland
in.
campaign too. The Zoo and a couple guys on the CSA defense tried to charge in, but Union had so many respawns, and Zoo and a couple of his guys were the only dudes to try to charge on the riverbank at Union. So they couldn't do it. 1 minute 25 left on the gold timer. Some CSA trickling in. Union now charging. It's IVB. I see
Hey, this
first
could be
Delaware.
good for the PSA though.
I
If
mean,
they can
yeah.
pick off Delaware easy, they can push that wall.
I think they charged way too late at the Union. Sure, they got more respawns now, but CSA's got a good chunk of their team in here. Now more Union. Why are we charging in so trickled, Union?
Oh no, Reeds. Come here.
The CSA
almost-
outnumbers the Union right now.
Come here, God fucking.
I don't get. We have a Steam chat, but yet we have groups going in independently in the charge here. Now I hear counter charge from CSA. 45 seconds left.
Push.
There's definitely more CSA than there is Union.
But will they go to the point? Now they are. 30 seconds left.
Send the back of the map, Rebel. And
Get the fucking flags back, right?
20 seconds. Union still holding. Point still in their favor. Looking over. Union's more blobbed up here. CSA collapsing. 14 seconds.
Oh, Union's probably going to do this.
8 seconds. Point still. I mean, if CSA puts more bodies on point when that clock hits 0.
Nope.
I will say that's the one part I don't like about the slow-mo is sometimes I can't tell when the round's actually over because it takes a moment to go into
Yeah.
effect. Killer, your thoughts for the round?
Well, I mean, the strat at the start was good, but they lost the wall. CSA looked fairly unorganized. Union looked a bit more organized, but still, there's questions. Yeah, it was a good little scrap. I think, especially with the new flag spawns and stuff, one thing people need to do is like at the end there, if those flags had moved closer to point, they would have been spawning guys on point and not off point, which might have helped. I don't know. But yeah, it was. I wouldn't want to be on the CSA. It felt rough.
Yeah, that's for sure. Union just kind of willed their way to the victory there. Really just did what they wanted. Well done to them. But yeah, with that being said, we will see you in round number 2. Here we are with round number 2. Cook's counter charge. CSA sitting back more than expected. A little spread out in the corn. Who's the Union guy in the corn here? It is McPhail. Who would you expect? Otherwise, Union having no guys on artillery. Smart in my opinion. But Killer, what's CSA strat for Cooks?
I like to initially take that USA left hill that those guys are on, and simultaneously pushing where the other Union group is. Because like taking that little T section in the fences and taking that hill pretty much pushes the entire USA force behind point, so the point is open to you.
All right. Cooks is such an interesting map just because of all the defilades and everything.
Yeah.
Like when you look overview, it's like, oh, this is flat, but no, when you go down, there's some curve to it. Okay. Defilades. So it's interesting to watch for maps. CSA bias nonetheless. If CSA charges as a team, they should be able to break through somewhere. If not, try again and they'll be able to do that. And speaking of that, they're pushing on the extremes of both sides. 6LA is going down the left. Just 6LA, bringing huge numbers. They're getting up close, using a
Don't
defilated.
say that about me.
What?
Why didn't you ever say that about me?
I was kind of saying that off the
You never
broadcast.
call me huge.
I was saying A and B is getting a lot of groups, and it's huge.
Second battalion in the front.
I like being called huge. What is that? Is Bill still alive in the cone? Oh, he just died.
We're gonna have to take down that
He was
broadcast.
just standing in amongst that massive blob of.
Was he not just standing there? Jeez. We're gonna have to take that broadcast where we had him in it now down. Or Maryland campaign. We're gonna have to take that down. We can't have bad influences on this
Yeah,
broadcast.
agreed.
Therefore, we won't have anybody on. The channel will stay stagnant. So Union kind of running up, taking some shots, falling back down the hill, just kind of keep up the heat on TSA, who's really not being aggressive at all. Who is TSA sitting basically back at the Dunker Church? 5th VA.
I have no idea. Like, are they just refusing to use a bayonet today? I don't. What is going on?
Are we waiting until the
Stop,
30-minute
bro.
mark? Is this EU Sunday? PA here. Which
Historical rules.
I don't know. I kind of like that rule. I think it's at least in that context for that event.
I love
think
that
it's
rule.
great. I don't know. Watching
That's what I was
drug
saying
charges.
before. Like with the historical events like UEC and HRE, they're just so much like I played the same way, the same regiments, the same style for 4 years. Like having a change of pace and a change of units is just like it's just so much more fun.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm repeating what I told you a moment ago, but yeah. The great thing about the community, there's a lot of different events, a lot of different regiments. You can find a group and event that you like and you'll be happy, and if you don't like one, go join another one. It's as simple as that. I mean, you have like all the events that we cover on this channel are kind of this one-sided community. There's a whole other side of the community too that does Ghosts of Antietam, which we cover on Wednesdays now. They have a Saturday Ghost of Antietam and a Sunday campaign called War Brothers. It's like you can find something for you here, which is great.
You should try and get back into doing. Oh, I guess you record different events. You record like the blue and grey and grind campaign, don't you, on Friday and Saturdays?
I would record Friday EU, but I'm working then.
I was going to say you could get into recording UEC again if they let you, but you do grind campaign.
Part of the reason why, I like the events that I do right now, but also Kowtow is doing a bunch of the other events, and I don't want to go on the same event as him.
Oh.
That'd be kind of pointless, I think.
Yeah, but we do 2 servers.
Oh, you do?
Mhm.
Oh, I know. I heard a fair amount left, at least the Friday one, to do blue and gray. I heard that. Yeah.
That was down to. So, the UEC implemented a new rule where you can't draw lines on the floor. So you can't use the line tool, which a lot of the regiments that weren't. I mean, I guess I joined that group that weren't fully like UEC style regiments, that weren't like used to the way they play, weren't big fans of it. I love it, to be honest. It was kind of something new for my guys to have to do.
And I think that's what we were kind of going back to
They
earlier.
raged. They raged hard because they couldn't draw lines, so they left the event. We stayed because honestly, I don't really care. A line's easier, but at the same time, like it's the same with Steam Chat and no Steam Chat. It's like without Steam Chat, it's harder. But people who can coordinate with each other and unit leaders that are actually good at the game can work fine without Steam Chat or without being able to draw lines. But the ones that can't are the ones that cry when those get taken away from them.
Oh, okay. Union's getting pushed back on all fronts. You know, if we ever thought about getting the podcast back, well, this is the broadcast to watch, that's for sure.
I mean, I try to get rid of Steam Chat and grind campaign. It didn't go well. It was a fairly tight vote.
We love voting.
Then I was like, you know what, nah.
Like, we were fighting up there. Right up.
Steam chats, I just can't do it anymore, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
fair.
do Steam chat. It just drives me crazy.
And I mean, I think that kind of
Some-
goes back to what we were talking about earlier with changing things up and playing a bunch of different events so that you don't see. Because that's the thing that devs don't give us is variability. I mean, we've had the same things for such a long time, and a lot of the changes they do make are not significant enough. Like new maps, we don't get those. We get like falling and fall damage and drowning, which it's not like those are bad changes. It's just not too crazy to keep things interesting, in my opinion.
At this point, we're just doing a podcast with War of Rights gameplay in the background.
Really?
It's not,
I guess-
it's not a bad little podcast.
I know.
Podcast suggestion.
It was recommended to me that because CSA is starting to push up kind of along the map again. Both sides kind of on their own defilade right now. 6LA is pushing up, but I think it was recommended to me by a couple of people, more specifically Corded. There was a guy who used to do one-on-one interviews with leaders.
I remember him.
And,
He was like a European guy.
Starts with an S, a longer name, but Union starting to
Yeah,
engage.
it was like Stuffle something. I can't remember. Yeah,
Something I can't pronounce.
he's
That's
some
for sure.
German dude.
But
Mhm.
yeah, recently, at least with the broadcast we've been doing, I've been trying to ask people more like, oh, when'd you get War of Rights, and just talk about like things in War of Rights, because I think having a one-on-one with someone is great and all, but at least having a battle, a War of Rights battle, which can be sometimes dull. Dull is in not charging. It can be nice to just do the podcast, if you want to call it that, when you're watching a battle, so we can cut back and forth. It's great.
Yeah.
This is probably to the most extreme, but Phil and I have known each other for a while, so
I have to stop myself sometimes because sometimes I say too much, and it probably pisses a few people off when I accidentally say something that's maybe a bit negative towards them.
yeah. Well, that
So I
happens.
shouldn't mention Grand Campaign. Let out
Guys,
my fury.
This channel never had a Wednesday event. It was only Hello Loose and Ghosts of Antietam, nothing in between. So, well, let's take a look back at the battle. Union's falling back, kind of their second line of defense. The 59th, 5th NC on Union right to their left, holding up the center. You got Twin Banners and IVB. I guess the 10th Southern Cross is here as well. They're an Australian group. And then 1st Delaware with, I don't know, 8th Virginia is somewhere here on this side. CSA on the contrary, CSA right. You got I-Corps up in here, forming a beautiful line. And then on the other side of the map, got 5th VA, 6LA, and there's 8th Virginia. Wait, why are they? Did they balance? PA is over here
Call him.
on the far left.
They might have, yeah. Well, whoa, it's 100 to 115.
Back here.
So it might be a little
Jeez.
imbalanced.
No wonder they had a balance. I feel like one of these units, whether it's 59th or 5th NC, should go across the road into another little defilade, just outside of Union spawn. Yeah, over there.
Huh.
And put shots down into the side of that fence.
I mean, they could kind of go here
Yeah,
and
right
then
there.
run up. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
If you
Union do
kneel
that.
down in there, you can't get hit. You've never seen anyone do that?
No. It was really surprising. I think Sevi was mentioning that holding in the woods here was a good idea for Union if they wanted to turtle on this map, and I'm like, I was shocked to ever hear someone want to go in that woods. I've just never seen it. CSA looks like they're moving on the far right side.
It's literally the only strats Sevi knows is how the best turtling spots.
Top 10 hiding Mystique spots in War of Rights. I-Corps charging across
Oh,
the
they're pushing
open.
on you.
Yeah. And Union's just not even gonna do a fight. Hey, Union hit engaged. Bus being bus. I don't get why Union fell back good for the most part there, but some of those dudes fell back last second, which at that point you might as well just get in the melee.
Oh, whoever that group is in the middle is shifting over.
Yep, it's
Ivy
the one
buh.
in the Ivy what? What?
Ivy buh.
Ivy bu- They're holding in the bushes.
In
See if
the
I
bush.
Not a lot of hits. Oh, right as I say, someone dies. And someone else died. And someone else dies. I guess you do have
You
Union
should
shooting
just
from
charge at
some
this point.
CSA.
The Union, IVB.
Oh yeah. I don't. They gotta know there's. Okay, you would think with the Steam chat
If they can
they
get
might
that
have communicated with the
CSA
first.
flag trapped.
Actually, do they have a flag? Oh yeah, they do. Actually, how
Yeah.
many sussy guys are in the Steam chat? I'm gonna look at this right now. Because Sussy Brigade is like a mix of a bunch of zones. You got Bus, so that's first Delaware. You got Doug, 5th NC, Hudson, Twin Banners,
What the fuck? There's a line
McPhail, 5th NC, Red, and Sevi. So 8th Virginia is not in there. It's the only group. So all Sussy groups are in there. Okay. That makes
No, the
sense.
10th.
Yeah, they are.
I think of Stussy as like a community college. A bunch of different people that would not mingle in the street. Just in there.
Sounds like most of the War of Rights people. I mean, they.
I don't like what they're doing in this road.
Who?
Like, why do they have people on the front fence and then people directly behind? Oh, they're shifting now, but it just seems so pointless.
Their Union's retreating off that right side. Some staying, no, starting to move, but Union's converging in the center. IVB kind of pulled off. The Union's still holding in a spot where they're visible. I'm surprised they're not pulling back into the defilade a little more where IVB is. TSA's just getting good shots on them.
Oh, so 5th, well, it looks like 5th Florida has taken that little defilade position on the right.
They have indeed. Look at that. And I-Corps fell off. The Union left. And so First Delaware is going back there right now. This is a map. This is well, certainly an event of all events.
Where's Ninja?
He's on the far left for CSA. CSA hitting engaged. At least I thought he was far left. I guess not anymore.
Yeah, he's on the CSA. Isn't he? I've been looking for the Union.
I remember Ninja was like, PA is not going to be CSA. Which is the only interesting thing with when you only have 5
I wish I had
regiments
those
signed up.
privileges.
Yes, you have
Yeah, I wish I could say A&V's not going to be on the Union. And
You guys
us
have
not
been
get
on
put
the Union a lot lately.
We play Union pretty much the same amount as we play CSA.
Right beyond that friendly off.
There's just no bloody Union regiments anymore.
So true.
Like
I mean,
in Maryland campaign,
I guess that makes sense.
in Maryland campaign, there's like 4 Union regiments.
That match we watched
About
last night, I'm pretty sure was all
15 CSA
CSA.
ones.
Let's go up to the star.
Yeah, I think it was.
Let's go, boys.
I mean, I don't know. It feels like it makes sense that more people would be attracted to play on the Confederate side in this game. Or at least, I don't know.
Hit the fence, hit the fence, hit the fence!
5th Florida Twin Banners pushing up on the right side. Going to start hit this. Going to start hitting this side here. I don't know why they're pushing so far forward. If we're playing conservative Union, why are we pushing so far forward here? They don't have a flag either. Their flags are far back, so these are just going to provide great shots for CSA. It's not like the Union's trying to take this ground, so why are you pushing up? Speaking of pushing up, CSA's pushing up on the right side on the hay bales because first Delaware completely abandoned them. And speaking of that, it's PA.
Ayo. The brothers in blue.
Brothers in blue. And Twin Banners getting pushed back there on that corner spot. Rest of CSA starting to push out on that right side. They got 2 flags over there.
Sevi should have pushed. If they were going to be aggressive, Sevi should have pushed through the middle.
I don't think
And
Union's...
flanked them
Oh,
from 2 sides.
are they're just going to volley. I don't know. I don't think Union's trying to be aggressive, but I don't know why Twin Banners pushed up on that far side. Maybe...
They lost half a ticket stage and took CSA down, like, not even a centimeter.
Praise be Cook's countercharge. CSA falling back on the left. I mean, CSA, as they should, half their team sweeping down the Union left. They're going to start pushing this way. Union obviously responding, going around to the defilade on that far side.
Yeah, suck my dick. I mean, hold on.
That was a fucking slaughter, boys.
Oh, that was amazing.
And I mean, for now, CSA doesn't need the cap. They're going at a fine pace. Oh, what the heck? Who has the double rank? IVB with the double rank on the road? Hello? What is this? Clickbait double ranks during NA event? Question mark? Question mark, question mark?
Yeah, that's
Exclamation.
triple rank.
Really? What the heck?
Bro, what is that?
You heard it here first, folks. Sevi likes the triple rank.
Yeah, he's doing more than most UEC regiments. He capped it at double.
Well, that's what got me kicked out of UEC when I broadcasted them once.
Bayo's down, gentlemen. Bayo's
Is
down.
Sevi said that they didn't use double ranks, and they got mad at me and didn't like the comment
Keep going. All the way
because
back.
they said it was in Casey's manual.
Twin
But
Banners, keep moving.
what Sevi said after the fact was he was talking about the manual for skirmishers, which is what most regiments are in this game, a smaller size group, a skirmishing group that wouldn't double rank. So obviously that was a couple years ago, and I'm not really too mad about it.
Yeah, but then again, skirmishers didn't walk around in a column or
Right?
shoulder to shoulder, so
They didn't. They
even
don't-
a single
they
rank probably isn't.
didn't-
Oh, Joe, not bad. My bad.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
didn't.
fucking
They probably didn't do a lot of what we do in this game. So
exactly.
Oh, well.
So his point was just nitpicked.
yep.
I love the UET. The event is much fun.
But that's the thing, right?
Sevi
The
and
great part
nothing.
with the community. That's the great part about the community. There's so many different ways to play. Union, this is something I have not seen, is Union pushing their whole team on the snake fence. It feels like CSA could very easily encircle them right now and cut them off from the point and shoot them down. But that's just mine. But honestly, what else can the Union do
They are
here?
holding one unit. They're holding one unit on the snake fence still. Looks like Delaware. Just probably stop that flank.
Please rephrase that.
But what can the Union do right now? I don't know what they can do.
Oh, right now, nothing.
I mean, Cooks is just a
Until
losing
it's epic.
fight once you lose ground. Same thing as last map.
I saw head speaking. I saw head speaking.
Hold fast, Twin Banners.
Yeah, they're moving right.
they're moving right, they're moving right.
Moving right. Right.
Right,
I
boys.
saw head speaking. South.
South, southwest.
Be quiet. Go be quiet.
So when did you get war rights, Killer?
Cutting into the. Does this mean that the event's getting a bit dry?
Oh, I do this with
Sounds good.
everyone. I've done this with everyone the past week or so. It's like just trying to learn more about people who are commentating with, have more of a community feel. You could also say that too.
5th NC, a 59th charging.
Yeah, there's Union's mass charging across the whole field right now. PA's getting charged out by the Twin Banners. Twin banners very spread out in this part. Cutting over to the other side. A mix of charges happening. IVB on the top left of your screen is just sitting there still engaging with some CSA on that side. Union winning in the center. Union to one on the far side. Almost looks like we're watching Dunker's Church a little bit. Which, as a side note, I think my 4th match of War of Rights, I thought, yeah, I could lead a group. Proceeded to be on officer on the map's Cook's countercharge for Union, and thought we were playing Dunker's Church. Yeah, that was a decision.
Oof.
And
To
we
be fair, I
never
guess
played
you
War
do
Rights again.
spawn in the. You do spawn pretty much in Union spawn on Dunker, on
Yeah,
Cooks.
that's actually wild. I never really thought about that. But
Because the Union, when they spawn in on point, is pretty much the Union spawn on Dunker Church.
all right. So Union kind of holding up on that
Crazy.
church. CSA getting closer on IVB. He's kind of getting shot up a little bit and falling back. But yeah, when did you get War of Rights going? What got you into the game?
I got War of Rights in January of 2020.
Okay.
I started my own regiment in July of 2020. That was the 10th Alabama, which is still a thing to this day. Going into our 4 years next month.
Huzzah! Praise be.
Yeah.
IVB's going back to the spawn.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm still here.
Unfortunately, it's a burden to
Yeah.
play to be an important member of the War of Rights community. Continuing on the
yes.
legacy. Let's see. Union. So IVB fell back to spawn. 59th first Delaware. Looks like they're going that way. No way you're turtling at this point in the match. You're so close to breaking. It's not going to happen, guys. You're not going to force
Please
it to
tell me
cap.
he's not turtling.
IVB is. 59th of first Delaware.
I just want
went
to take
back.
a screenshot of this.
Shoot him. God damn it.
Clickbait.
IVB turtling in the forest while the rest of their team
I-
is still getting slaughtered.
I remember for the BLN Wednesday event, I think for a month, hurdling was the meta, and it happened every single week, and it was slow.
Twin Banners has been completely cut off behind you down the road. It's been completely cut off.
I'm honestly surprised. Is Cox Push a Union bias map?
Bro, the whole team is falling back. They're not going to be able to do anything in there, though. You can still get shot.
Union's about to hit breaking. Oh, this
They're
run could be
about to
over in like
breaking.
30 seconds.
There's still like 5th NC guys dying now and skirmishing
on,
in our
Doug.
line in the road.
Come on, Doug.
Everyone's down around me again. How am I still alive, goddammit?
Doug is gonna single-handedly bring this team down to breaking. No, no, no. It all came down to this
Mhm.
moment. It wasn't the whole round that caused the team to go to breaking. Doug right here.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
that.
Here comes the Union.
Oh, he's going for the flag. Where's the flag?
What's the point?
Oh,
I don't
no
know
way
why
he's
they're
going for the
sitting here
flag.
shooting out.
No
one,
way Johnny Reb's gonna go for the flag. No way. If it's the down flag all the way by where Twin Banners died, no way he's running across. Union's starting to push up, but Johnny Reb's the more important story here. Baron
Oh,
Von
the
Pickle
first call,
misses.
Baron mixed.
Archer doesn't see him. Oh, he does see
Oh,
him.
another one missed.
Hey, pay your taxes.
No!
That
Archer
outline
got
just
him.
got him a
Good
break.
shot. I'm gonna say that shot knocked him down to breaking because that's a funny story. But Confederate should cap and win here.
Yeah, with Doug I did. Keep going, keep going.
I went with you.
No, I know. That's what I'm
Red
saying.
and Bus
That's
arguing.
the only charge that happened, but our tickets were fucked. Our tickets were fucked before that. If we're yeah.
Anyways,
I haven't complained about jack shit. I haven't complained about it.
they're arguing. I don't know what's more to say. CSA's hitting this. Killer, any closing remarks? Anything you'd like to shout out before we call it a night here?
Oh my word. Where to begin, man? Well, actually, no, I'm going to be really positive and nice. I think the Union played very well for what they had, which was a bunch of terrible strategic leaders. I'm joking. I love Doug
Only Doug.
and Boss. The rest of them,
Only
terrible.
Doug. Okay.
Doug and
We'll
Boss.
make sure to clip this moment
Doug and
out and
Boss.
share it. Told him we put him on F tier for the regimental leader list.
I just like Sevi turtling at like a quarter towards breaking, and the rest of the team still fighting. That
Dude,
pretty
this
much
was-
summed up
That's
their
what I
strategy.
call funny.
This-
That's
this
what
was
I
most-
call funny.
This was the War of Rights event of all War of Rights right here.
That
Plus-
was what I call really
Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. We'll be doing more
Fucking
hopefully,
ass.
but yeah, there was some War of Rights in the background, but thank you for watching the podcast. Please like, comment, share, subscribe for more, and we will see you in the next one. Have a
Listen,
wonderful rest of your night.
funny.
See you in the
Fuck
next
you.
one, guys.
That was ass.